True to form here in Wyoming, last night we got another snowstorm, residual of the previous days. I parked it here and it looks like it's maybe 5 inches-ish. Let's take a walk, take a look here. Let's see. Yeah, I'd say it's a whole index finger worth, maybe 4 inches, maybe a little bit more. So I'll try the same procedure we did yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and start the preheating, and we'll see what the car does. It doesn't look like it's stuck very well to the car, but we'll run the preheat anyway. And being 4 or 5 inches here on the ground, we'll take it for another drive down the road and see just how it does. Remember, these are all-weather tires. They're made by Pirelli and they are P7s. So we'll see how that works. So let's see how deep the snow actually is. Cut a place out of here with the shovel. And let's put the camera down there and see how high it is along the body. So, camera's right at snow level. As you can see, it's maybe just touching the bottom of the car. It's not a big deal, but at least we have some reference of what it is. We can hear the preheat going. If we look really close here, you can see where the autopilot camera is starting to melt here. Up in the top. There's 3 cameras up there if you didn't know. There's a long range, a medium range, and a short range wide angle camera located center high on the window. And that is heated actually to aid in autopilot. So let's take a look at this thing now. We'll let it cook. We'll cook it for about 30 minutes. And like I said, I really don't think we need to preheat it, but I want to preheat it just to see if it'll knock this 4.5 inches of snow off. It's been 15 minutes. As you can see, we're starting to see some of this snow coming off by itself, and it's good. Let's take a look at the front now. Not a whole lot. The windshield appears to be slumping a little bit, and right around the autopilot camera. One unique thing I noticed here is right here. Of all things, there's one little spot's melting. Must have a hole or something from the inside. But you can see the back is really starting to melt here. And that's fine. So we'll give it another 15, and then what's not come off by itself, we're going to head and knock it off with the brush and take it for a ride. This side, of course, is about the same. It's kind of looks like yesterday's snow, but you can see the water dripping off here. So we'll let go for another 15 and then get the heck out of here. All right, here we are. It's been about 30 minutes. Let's see what snow is melted off. Remember, it's not really super cold this morning. It's 30-ish degrees Fahrenheit. I've had the preheat on now for just about 30 minutes. As you can see, the windshield is melted around the autopilot camera and down by the defroster. The way the front is. A lot of ICE drivers look at Teslas and they go, gee whiz, nothing melts off the hood. Well, I got news for you. I'm not burning 80% of my money up in heat in the front engine. In fact, there's no heat generated here in the front trunk, so therefore it stays snowy. You know, you can brush it off if you want, it's fine, but it's not a big deal. It goes so low when you drive, you don't even see that. So we'll get in and we'll take a look at that. So I'm going to brush off the car now. As you can see, we're getting glacial melting here. The charge port is melted right here, and which is fine. It allows me to unplug the car, and the rest is the rest. So let's brush this baby off and take it for a drive. Now I realize this is not Canada now, okay? So all you Canadian folks, I got it. This is Wyoming, But I would say that the majority of people don't have Canadian winters, unless of course you're in Canada. We'll brush off the bulk of it. I'll go ahead and unplug it when I'm done brushing. I'll brush it past here, even though it's frameless windows and it's not going to get me when I open the door. See if we can get some of this off the window. Let's see if we can get it out of the windshield wiper area. Just like that. Let's get the other side here now. All right. This is a continuous run recording, so I think we're good. Let's go around over here. We'll unplug it. I'm going to set my brush down. There's unplugged, no problem. I'm going to get the extension cord mobile connector out of the way. Yeah, I threw it in the snow, but it's okay. All right. Of course, it's not cold enough to freeze the handles. Try to get some of the snow off here. Okay, I'm going to take my gloves off. I'm going to set you down here and you look at the cup holder. Okay, gloves are off, and I've got the seatbelt on, and we'll continue to record. Go ahead and put in my secret code of 1234. Just kidding. All right. Here we go. All right, well, let's do it. Now we're going to we're going to take a ride up to the end of the road where I'm at. Check our battery status. We're good. All right, here we go. Now, as we saw, the snow is right up at the bottom of the car. But some other vehicles have driven here now. And we are an all-wheel drive performance Model Y. See what I said about the snow? It's not in my way because the hood drops off here. So we'll head out. And no trouble going. We'll do some of our stopping tests once I get up on the road a little bit. Pretty snow covered here. This is a dirt road. You can't see it. However, certainly a dirt road. All right, I'll be back in a second. Let me get up on this road here. Stand by. Okay, we're up on the county road here now. There's been some traffic on the road. Let me zoom in a little. There's been some traffic on the road, but there's high spots. And like we saw yesterday, it's the snow on top of the snow. It certainly didn't melt. Let me hold the camera back a little bit here. There's that cattle guard. Yeah, appears to be driving just peachy keen. Snow's got another 4.5 inches on top of the 2.5 from yesterday. We'll hold it around 30-ish or less. I don't think we're going to see many cows. There's a big giant ridge right here we're driving over. Imagine we're probably steamrolling now a little bit. Okay, we're going to get on the other side of this little ravine and I'll jump on the brakes and we'll bring it to a stop, and we'll see what it looks like on a stop. So I don't know if anybody's coming, but I'm going to jam it right here. We're going uphill slightly. Here we go. ABS stops is no trouble. Now we're on a hill. I'm going to floor it, right? Here goes. We're floored. Absolutely to the floor. And no trouble. Both accelerating uphill as well as accelerating in the snow. And absolutely straight. So let's, I'm going to go to wide now. We'll widen it up a little bit. The road continues to be driven on with big high hump here in the middle, which I'm pretty sure I'm flattening out. We can take a look at the rear view camera once I get around the corner. I'm holding the phone in my right hand. I'll bring up the rear camera and we can take a look to see what it looks like looking out of the back. All right, it's kind of straight here. Let me let go of the steering wheel, go to the rear view camera. Look at that, it's all got that snow we saw in the back. Oh well, it's okay. We're continuing down the dirt road here and no trouble. I'm going to try stopping again here. Let me get past the gravel here. Here we go, all stop. ABS is going, I've let go of the steering wheel. We've come to a complete stop at a little over 30. And there's a truck behind me now, but that's fine. I will flip a U-ey and wait for him, and I'll get back and we'll go back down this road. Looks like the highway's been more or less cleared. I think I'll just stop over here and wait for him to come out. Back up here a little bit. Oh, it's a couple trucks. All right. All right, here we go. We're getting back on the snow. All right, there we go. So you saw I drove this road up. I'm going to go to Warp now, and I'll pick you back up down the road a little bit. Okay, we're about a quarter mile down the road now. You get to see the same old thing, but no use wasting time. Handling the same now. I'm going to try the acceleration test again as I go up this hill down here. It's not much of a hill, but I'm going to try it right here, okay? Just letting off and let the regen stop us. You saw the back end come around a little bit. That's normal with regen. Okay, so here we go. We're going to floor it. Ready? Go. Nothing. The traction control takes over and very little steering input, and it gets us going. So the traction control is awesome. Now let's play a little around here a little bit with the regen. Now I've got standard regen on, and so if I'm driving down the road and on normal dry pavement, when I let off on the accelerator, it will stop. There's a nice hawk up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let go of the accelerator. We're doing 30. Here goes. Watch. The car is stopping straight. Regen is on. And it's stopping all by itself. Okay? And there it is. So that's standard regen in the snow. You saw it kind of wiggled a little bit, but I think the traction control was active. One of the bad parts, of course, with regen and ice, if you're on ice, you got to be careful of going around a corner and letting off on the accelerator. It's tantamount to putting on the brakes. So if you're at all worried about it, there's a low regen setting that you can use. All right, I'll see you here in a little bit where I'm going to park it. All right, I'm going down quite a steep thing here. I'm going to let go of the accelerator and regen here. It wasn't going very fast. The regen takes me to a complete stop, no issues at all, and that was downhill. All right, well, let's park this thing. I'm backing up about where I was before, where there wasn't any snow. Right about there. Okay, let's take a look outside just for fun. Here's the tires. They're all packed with snow. It's okay. These Martian wheels and these Pirelli P7s do real well in the snow and stuff. See, we didn't lose any snow off the hood, and of course there's no heat generated by a fossil fuel engine. So if you don't want it there, you're going to have to push it off. Roof stayed on here. And the back, we picked up a little bit of spray which stuck on the license plate on some of the lights. All right, well, there you have it. We're going to go ahead and plug it back in, and we're going to leave it. And like I was telling you guys, I've got 2 more days out in the wild of Wyoming, and we'll be back in a couple days. Meanwhile, all the guys here are going to look at my car and want to drive it, but I told them they can't drive it till I get back. So there you have it. I appreciate you watching. If you'd like, go ahead and click the like button. Click subscribe if you want to see stuff going forward. And don't forget to click the bell icon. That'll alert you when I post a new video. If you'd like to buy yourself a Tesla, and who wouldn't, the referral link shown here at the bottom of the screen will get you 1,000 miles or 1,500 kilometers of free supercharging, and that code is good worldwide. Take care. I'll look for you in the next one, and see you again.